guys, today we have the beautiful Christina with us. She's going to model and demonstrate the poses for this Hatha Yoga class. We're going to begin seated in Sukhasana. Christina is using the block underneath the sits bones. This helps to elevate the hips as well as stack the vertebrae. Take a couple deep breaths, close your eyes, begin to come into your personal space. Bring awareness to the sits bones, feeling a sense of grounding, coming into your body. Bring awareness to the spine on your next inhale as you elongate, sitting up nice and tall. Elongate your exhale. On your next inhale, open up through the chest as you lift the heart towards the sky. Draw the shoulders back and down. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Remember, intentions are seeds of transformation and they fuel manifestation. So whatever it is that you are needing today, the reason you came to your mat, set that intention now. On your next inhale, take the arms up overhead, allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Press the thumbs into the sternum, bow the chin slightly. Setting the energy for your class today, we're going to begin the class with an Om. So take a moment to rub the hands together and activate that pranic energy, that chi. Nice big inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to pull the hands apart. Slowly open up your eyes, bring your awareness back into the room. We'll remove the block and find our way into a tabletop position. Make sure that the shoulders are stacked on top of the wrists. The fingers are nice and wide. The knees are stacked underneath the hips, about hips width apart. The tops of the feet are pressing down into the earth. Go ahead and drop the belly, open up through the chest, lifting the crown, nice big inhale. And as you exhale, round through the spine, look down towards the navel and press into the hands. Inhale, belly comes down, sit bones widen. And then just move at the pace of your own breath, moving in and out of these cat-cows, warming up the spine, getting that cerebral fluid moving. Empty out your breath completely on the exhale. Inhale, come to a neutral table position. Bringing awareness to our bodies. We're going to tuck our toes, keeping the knees bent. We're going to send the sit bones high to the sky. And then elongate through the legs, pressing down through the heels. Checking our weight bear using our peace fingers and thumbs, inner parts of the hands. Fingers are nice and wide. Rolling the shoulders back. Not dipping the heart down too much, having control, being mindful of holding the pose. Making sure that we're breathing here. Take a moment to just walk out your dog, pedal your feet. Staying with the breath. When you're ready, we're going to take a slow walk towards the top edge of our mat, finding our way to Uttanasana, forward fold. Release the neck, empty the breath. Inhale halfway, hands on the shins, flat back, open heart. Exhale, folding back over. Bending the knees, coming all the way up as you rise with the arms up overhead. Allow the palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart, Samastihi. Inhale as you reach up overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Pressing the hands into the mat. Right leg reaches up towards the sky. And exhale, step it back. Finding your way to a runner's lunge. Elongating through the spine all the way to the crown of the head. Stepping the right foot in slightly, setting up for a warrior one. We're going to plant the heel into the earth. And on your inhale, rise up. Warrior one, rooting the pelvis down towards the earth. Left knee is bent, stacked on top of the ankle. Beautiful. Feeling the energy from the sole of the right foot, coming all the way up to the fingertips as we reach, grounding down through the shoulders, creating space in between the ears and the arms. Making sure we're breathing. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Inhale as you reach, straightening through your left knee. Exhale as you fold forward into pyramid pose. Beautiful. Don't be afraid to use the blocks. There's no shame in your prop game. Blocks help to create space, which is one of the goals in our yoga practice, creating space in our body. 5 deep breaths here. Empty out completely on that last exhale. Bending the left knee, pressing down through the left foot. Inhale as you rise back to your warrior one. Exhale. This time we're going to step down through the left foot. As we bring the hands down to the blocks, we're going to lift our right leg for a modified warrior 3. Beautiful. Think about sending that right hip towards the earth. Beautiful. Five deep breaths. Nice big inhale as you elongate through the crown to the foot. Exhale, bring the right foot next to the left, forward fold. Release the neck. Smooth out your breath here. When you're ready, step the feet back into plank pose. 5 deep breaths. Nice big inhale, and on your exhale, press back into downward facing dog. Think about rolling those shoulders back, being mindful of holding yourself here, not dipping the heart too deeply down. And then take a nice slow walk to the top edge of your mat. Release the neck, empty the breath. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bending the knees, pressing down through the feet. Inhale as you rise, taking the arms up overhead. Exhale, Samastihi. Inhale as you reach, and exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Placing the hands on the mat, stepping the left foot back this time. Inhale, reach, exhale, step it back. Runner's lunge. As you elongate, Christina's keeping me on my toes today. Couple deep breaths in your runner's lunge. Elongating from the foot to the crown, through the spine. And then planting the left foot, preparing the body for a warrior 1. Setting up a nice strong foundation. On your inhale, rise. Rooting that pelvis down towards the earth, that root chakra, engaging the core, elongating through the spine, reaching with the arms, yet grounding down through the shoulders, creating space between the ears and the arms. Five deep breaths here. Inhale as you reach, straighten through that right knee, and exhale, folding into pyramid pose. Remember to use those blocks to create space in the body. Beautiful. 5 deep breaths. Empty out completely on that exhale, pressing down through the right foot. Bend the right knee. Inhale as you rise back to your warrior one. And exhale, bring the hands down to the blocks, pressing down through the right foot. Extend the left leg in the air, warrior three. Think of aiming the left hip down towards the earth. Keeping that left foot engaged. Left leg is strong. 4 more deep breaths. Inhale as you elongate. Exhale, bring the left foot down next to the right, forward fold. Release the neck, empty the breath. Take a couple breaths here. And then step back into plank position for 5 deep breaths. Nice big inhale. Exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Checking your weight bear. Smoothing out your breath. And remember, if at any time you need to take a child's pose or any other resting pose, you can do that. Nice big breath. Empty out the breath completely on the exhale. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. Exhale, step it through, placing that foot between the hands and then turning your left foot at a 45-degree angle. When you're ready to rise into warrior two, checking to make sure that the right knee is stacked on top of the ankle, aligned with the middle toe. Pelvis is aiming towards that top left corner of the mat. Engaging the core. The arms are reaching in both directions. Gazing over the right middle finger. We'll take 5 deep breaths here. Pressing down through the feet, engaging the quadriceps. Nice rooted warrior. Begin to straighten the right leg, reaching forward. Exhale, bring the right hand down, either to the earth, the shin, the ankle. And then opening up the left side, reaching, gazing up at the left open palm, dialing the heart towards the sky. Uttanasana, triangle pose. 5 deep breaths here. You can always use a block if you like that for your practice.
Thank you.
Nice big inhale. Empty out your breath completely. Pressing down through the right foot, bending at the right knee. Inhale, rise back into your warrior 2. This time we'll only take 3 deep breaths here. Empty out your breath. Slowly bring the left hand to the left thigh or maybe to the sacrum. Right arm's going to reach up and back for reverse warrior. Five deep breaths here. Nice big inhale. Exhale as you find your way back to warrior 2. A couple different options. You can clasp the fingers behind the back, or you can take prayer pose or Anjali Mudra behind the back, whichever you choose. Elongating the spine, standing nice and tall on the inhale, and then on the exhale, we're going to take humble warrior. So exhale, leaning forward, dialing the left hip towards the right heel. Yeah, left hip towards the right heel. Beautiful. 4 more deep breaths here. If you're feeling pressure in the hip, press down through the right foot and engage that quadricep. Use the muscles. Empty out your breath completely, and on the inhale, press down through the right foot, rising up, taking warrior 2. Slowly bring the right hand, pressing it gently into the right thigh, and then sweeping that left arm in front of your gaze for extended side angle. Three more deep breaths. And Christina has taken the more advanced position, so if you want to use a block here, you can always rest your hand on the block, and you can also keep the hand pressing on the inside of the thigh. A couple of different options for your practice. Remember, it's your practice. Empty out the breath completely on the exhale. Allow the inhale to float you back up to your warrior 2. Dial the hands and the heart down towards the top edge of your mat and step your right foot back. Plank position, 5 deep breaths. Nice big inhale. And on your exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Press into the hands, look down towards the thighs, empty the breath completely. On the inhale, left leg reaches towards the sky. Exhale, step it through, placing it between the hands. And then turning your right foot at a 45-degree angle, rising into Warrior Two. Making sure that the left knee is bent, stacked on top of the ankle, aligned with the middle toe. The pelvis is open, aligned towards that top right corner of your mat. Press down through the feet, engage the quadriceps, engage your core. Opening through the chest, reaching the arms in both directions. Gazing over the left middle finger. 3 more deep breaths here. Next inhale, begin to lengthen through that left leg, reaching forward, bring the left hand down to the shin, the earth, the ankle, or a block. Dial the heart towards the sky as you open up the right side of the body, extending the right arm up, gazing at the right open palm. 5 deep breaths here. See if you can keep your core engaged. Nice big inhale. Empty out your breath completely. Begin to bend your left knee, press through the left foot, and on your inhale, rise back into your Warrior Two. 3 breaths here. To the right thigh or the sacrum. The left arm's going to sweep up and back for reverse warrior. 5 deep breaths here. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, back to Warrior Two. Taking the hands behind the back, clasping the fingers, or taking that prayer position. Keeping the left knee bent. Nice big inhale. And then on your exhale, folding forward for humble warrior. Think about dialing the right hip towards the left heel. 5 deep breaths here. Pressing down through the left foot so that we're not dipping into the ligaments of the hip. Nice big inhale. Empty it out completely. Inhale floats you up as you press down through that left foot to rise, finding your way back to Warrior Two. Bring the left arm and gently press into the inside of that left thigh, sweeping the right arm in front of your gaze, extended side angle. Three more deep breaths here. Think about the energy running from the sole of the right foot all the way up the right leg, the right side body, right arm, all the way to the tips of the fingers. Inhale. Empty out the breath. Use your next inhale to float you up as you press down through that left foot, warrior two. Dial the hands and the heart towards the top edge of the mat and step your left foot back. Plank position, 5 deep breaths. Nice big inhale, and on your exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Slowly bring the knees down. Widen the knees out to the sides and allow the big toes to touch together behind you, shifting the hips back, extending the arms down and out. For child's pose, bring the forehead down to the earth. If for some reason your forehead doesn't reach the earth, you can place a block here so that you still provide a grounding sensation for your body and mind. Take 4 more deep breaths here. Take this moment to check in with the intention that you set at the beginning of your practice. You can silently repeat it in your mind 3 times. Empty out the breath completely on your exhale. And on your inhale, shifting the body back up into tabletop position. Turning the inside creases of the elbow towards the top edge of the mat, we're going to lower heart, chest, chin down. Ashtanga Namaskar. Finding our way to the earth as we extend the legs, plant the pelvis. Pressing the hands next to the low ribs. Inhale, rise into cobra. Make sure you're breathing. We're going to take 4 more deep breaths here. If you'd like to press up into a full upward facing dog, you can do that. Three more deep breaths. Slowly lower down, finding our way to Alligator, Crocodile pose. The forearms are in front of us, stacked on top of each other. And then rest the forehead down onto the arms. Relax through the glutes, the legs, the feet. Check in with your intention. One more deep breath here. Empty out completely. Inhale as we rise, finding our way to Sphinx Pose, pressing the forearms down into the earth. The shoulders are stacked the elbows are stacked underneath the shoulders. Opening through the chest. And then bringing the ankles together. Beautiful. Press that pelvis into the earth and take 5 deep breaths here. Think of dialing that heart towards the sky. One more big inhale. And on your exhale, slowly lower the heart towards the earth. Slide the hands next to the ribs. On your inhale, press yourself up into tabletop position. Exhale into downward facing dog. Heel toe the feet out wide. And take your time as you walk the hands back towards the feet. Taking the elbows into the hands, find a little swaying motion, smooth out your breath. You can take any open mouth exhales here. And then releasing the elbows. Bending at the knees, rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, nice and slow. When you get to the top, roll the shoulders back, open up through the heart space, press down through the feet, Tadasana. Our next pose that we're going to find is Brixasana or tree pose. So you can find your way onto your mat however you choose. Maybe you want to be placed in a specific direction so that you have a drishti, something for the eyes to focus on. Take a moment to root and ground down through the feet. And we're going to look at the left foot, picking the toes up. Take that little pinky toe all the way out to the left side and place it down. And then place the next toe, and then the next toe, and then the next, and then the big toe. Ground and root down through the left foot. And then extend the right leg out to the side so you can feel your body weight bear on that beautiful, strong left leg. When you're ready to bring the right foot in, opening up through the right hip, extending the knee out to the side, bring the right foot in, maybe kickstand, maybe inner calf or inner thigh. Wherever you're at on your practice, pressing down through the foot, engaging at the core, opening through the chest, and then bringing the hands to heart center. Finding your drishti. We're going to take a little longer in this pose, 10 deep breaths. ready, you can slowly release the right foot down to the earth. And pedal out the feet. Just notice the difference in one side of the body compared to the other. And then look down at the right foot. Pick the toes all the way up. Take the right pinky toe out to the side. Place it down. And then the next toe. And then the next toe. Each toe individually. Planting that big toe down into the earth. Root and ground down through that right foot. Extending the left foot out to the side so you can feel your body weight bear on that beautiful, strong right leg. And when you're ready, bring that left foot in where you choose. Maybe it's the kickstand, maybe it's the inner calf, maybe it's the inner thigh. We're opening up through the left hip. Sending the knee out to the left side. Pressing down through the right foot. Closing that back door. Engaging the core, opening through the chest, bringing the hands to heart center. If you want to open your branches, remember this is your practice and you can do as you choose. Find your drishti and take 10 deep breaths. And remember, it's okay if you fall out of the pose. And just get back in and continue breathing. My teacher always said, all humans fall out of poses. It's the yogi that gets back in.
I like that.
3 more deep breaths. And then slowly release the left foot down to the earth. Pedal out the feet. Take a moment in Tadasana, maybe closing the eyes. Press the feet down. Make sure the feet are about hips width apart. Slight micro bend in the knees. Follow your awareness up to the pelvis. Engaging at the core. The chest is nice and open. The arms are at the sides, comfortable distance, palms facing forward. And just be with your energy for a moment. When you're ready, find your way back to the top edge of your mat. Inhale, taking the arms up overhead. Exhale into Uttanasana or chair pose. Rooting those sit bones back and down. Making sure the knees are stacked over the ankles. You can bring the hands to heart center or you can extend the arms up. The choice is yours. We're going to take 5 deep breaths here. Empty out completely on your exhale. Inhale as you elongate through the legs, standing up nice and tall, reaching with the arms. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Release the neck, empty the breath. And then heel toe the feet out wide, finding your way to Malasana or a yogi squat. The goal is to bring as we squat down, we're going to bring the elbows to the insides of the knees and the knees pressing into the elbows. The two are working together. Hands at heart center. And remember, you can always place a block underneath your seat, pressing down through the feet so that we're not hanging out in the hips. We're going to take 3 more deep breaths here. And then slowly using your arms, hands, however you choose, to gently come down to the earth. Taking our legs long, out in front of us, reaching forward like we're going to hug a tree, and then slowly come down, vertebrae by vertebrae, engaging that core. Finding our back to the earth, and then slowly walk the feet up and in, bending at the knees. Pressing into the feet. On the inhale, we're going to raise the pelvis. And then tuck the arms up underneath, clasping the fingers, finding our way to bridge pose. Envision a block in between the thighs so that the knees don't splay, and take 5 deep breaths here. Nice big inhale, lifting that pelvis as high as we can, and then exhale, slowly lower the pelvis down, unclasp the fingers, bring the pelvis and sacrum all the way down to the earth. When you're ready, you can draw the knees up and in, give them a little hug, and rock from side to side. We're going to leave one last pose of yogi's choice. If there's any certain pose that you would like to throw into your practice before we prepare for Shavasana, maybe listen to your body if there's anything that your body is needing today. One more deep breath, and then we'll move into Shavasana. Maybe you like to cover up with a blanket. Maybe you like a bolster underneath the knees. However you choose or prefer. Christina's rolling a blanket for underneath the knees. Find your way down, lie back, relax the arms out to the sides. Palms facing up. Relax the legs so that the feet just splay to the sides. If you need to adjust your sacrum or tuck the shoulder blades, any last minute movements that deepen your relaxation or that make you more comfortable, you can do that now. Relax through the jaw. Allow the tongue to lie wide in the mouth. Soften the eyes. Close them if they're not already closed. Relax through the neck, the head, the face. Allow every inch of your body to surrender, to be still. Every inch to soften, release, relax, let go. Begin to bring your awareness back to the sound of my voice. And without changing or conforming the breath, just allow yourself to observe. Observe the breath as it flows in and out of the body gently. Visualize your body lying on the floor in this room. Begin to bring gentle movements by wiggling the fingers and then the toes, moving at the wrists and the ankles. Take the arms up overhead, clasp the fingers, reach and stretch, lengthening through the entire body, pointing the toes, and then exhale, relax and release. Take a moment to roll to one side, whichever side that you're drawn to. Be mindful of thoughts as they begin to come forward. Just be here now. Be here now as you gently use your arms and hands to press the body back up to a seated position. Be here now as you bring the hands to heart center. Be here now as you observe the breath. Be here now as you bring that intention to the forefront of your mind, to the center of your heart. We'll end the class like we began the class with the powerful sound of Om. Inhale. Thank you so much for being here today. We wish you nothing but peace in the mind, peace in the body, and peace in the spirit. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you for joining us today. Thank you to the beautiful Christina for being our model. We hope that you enjoyed this beautiful Hatha yoga practice. Bye, guys.